Okay, so we're back. How are you guys doing? So, my main purpose for coming live, first of all, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? I'm so excited we're doing this together. This is actually my first time coming on live here on YouTube, and to be honest, I won't lie, I am kind of nervous because I really don't know what to expect. But yeah, give me a minute, please. I'm not supposed to do this, but hold on. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. So we are back. So I made some screenshots from some of the questions y'all asked in the comments. So hold on, let me get them. So feel free. Good evening, Christina. How are you doing? Feel free to leave your question or your thoughts in the comments. Good evening. How are you doing? I am so excited, honestly. And I won't lie, like I said earlier, I am kind of nervous, but let's take baby steps and do this together. Okay. So the first question I have here is what do you use to shoot your models? The lighting. I want to invest in taking photos of my work and promote myself, but I don't know where to start. Do I need to invest in an expensive camera? So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Before camera, we were using our phones and we've been doing it well. So this is the phone I currently use to make my content. This is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So before the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I used to use a 10, the XS Plus, and it was really giving me what I wanted. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Christina. So yeah, if you can invest in a good phone for a start, that would be really nice. And then maybe as time goes on, as you're growing, you're not making more money, you feel the need to invest in a good camera, you can also do that. And she was saying, what do I use to shoot my model? So I use my phone, this phone, and for some of the videos, like the tutorials I do, I still use my M50. Let me get it. So this is my M50. I've had this camera for the longest of time. This camera is as old as this channel because I got this camera even before I got monetized. Nobody told me. I was just spending money. If I knew, I would have just continued with my phone and then invest in a better one. I'm not saying this is not a good camera, but if I had known, I would have just, stuck to my phone. And then now I should be getting the Canon Max 7D, whatever, whatever. So yeah, then she's saying the lighting. I use a softbox. Um, Let me see if I can link a video here. Oh no, I can't. But I made a video on how to, make reels. In that video, I think I showed the softbox. But by the way, I use either the softbox or my what's it called, Godox MI60 Pro. It's the same lights, just that the other one has an umbrella, while the other one is just there like that. So yeah, if you have the money, you can, but I feel you just need to start with a phone and get familiar with recording and all of that before you can switch to a new camera, to sorry, a digital camera. Then this other person says her name is Gigi dash GM5C. That's a long name. The person said, I love your work and thank you for sharing your expertise with us. You are welcome. Then he said, during your installs, I noticed that you like to put the wig over the forehead a few inches away from the model's natural hairline. Please educate me why you choose to do that. So we're going to answer this first before we then continue. So the reason why I like to bring the wig further into away from the person's hairline is because I want to be able to customize the hairline and do whatever I want to do. So that's why I like to, come forward a bit before I start plucking. So just imagine you put the front or directly in front or on top of where her hairline is, where there's glue. You won't be able to customize well to create the kind of hairline you want. But if you bring it further more into the face, you're going to, have room to do whatever you want to do. And then she said, does the placement increase the forehead of the lace, blending into the model's natural color? Um, no, I'll take that again because I really don't understand the question. She said, does the placement increase the likelihood, sorry, of the lace blending into the forehead? Well, I would say not really, but sometimes it can also contribute to the seamlessness of the whole thing. I don't know if you guys understand. And she's saying, does the placement make it easier to create a realistic hairline? No, that's not true. You see, if you watch some of my videos from last year or the 2 years back, you notice that I started using the ball cap, and since then till now, I still use the ball cap. So if you have the ball cap on the person's, sorry, covering the person's hairline, you can actually still create a more realistic, hairline, even with the ball cap on it. Then she said, I've always had difficulties trying to achieve a realistic look. I can't find a foundation or concealer that matches my skin tone. As you can see, I need your help. I enjoy your content so much. I'm glad you do. So the thing is, you also need to invest in tints. There's this one, the one I used is the knob tint. It's not so pigmented. I just like to use it because you can spray as many as possible to get to where you want to be with your tint. So there's something I always do when I am using the tint. I don't like to, use my dryer whenever I'm using it. I just spray and then put it under the sun for it to, settle in. So I really don't use powders and foundations to, match the lace. I use a tint. So if you are someone who uses what's it called, foundation or concealers to match your lace, it's high time you stop because you're not going to wear makeup all the time and you want the install to remain clean every day. So invest in tints, and yeah, just invest in tints basically. Then the next one is okay. This person is asking, can we get okay? Looking forward to it, boss. Can we get a ponytail frontal installation without heat? To be honest, at the rate of how I now do frontal, I think everything has changed, and I won't be lying to myself. I'm going to attend to your question. So I won't be lying to myself trying to do a frontal without heat. You always need heat. You need your hot comb because that's what's going to keep the hair itself flat. You know, I use the hot comb to do so many things, not just to flatten the hair, but to also frame the hairline. So you can try to force the hairline to stay down with just spray or styling foam. You just need heat to do all of these things. So all in is asking a question. This person says, is this a question? Hello, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Have you done 5 by 5 closure install? Yes, I have. But I can't. I think I have. That's like 3 years ago. You can go down my page, but I will definitely come on with a 5 by 5 install so you guys can also see how I do it currently. I am interested in only wearing for optional, okay, daily use. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so I'll make a video, you guys. Tools Beauty Room, which glue lasts longer? So I had this same conversation today with my trainee. I was telling her it's not about the glue, do you get? It's about the technique and the way you use the product. Some people think in as much as the glue still plays a major role in your installs, you don't just rely on the glue. The model I posted recently, like my last post on Instagram and even here on YouTube, the shots I just posted recently, I used just one glue application. So you don't need to rely on the glue all the time. You need to rely on your hands, your mind, because that's where the artistry comes from, not even the product. You play the major role before the product. I don't know if I make sense. Yeah. So I'm going to move to our next question here. Okay, hold on. So you guys can throw in your questions if you have any, so we can just talk about them and find solutions. And another thing is, if you want your glue to last longer, you need to just do a very tiny application because this is going to just help your what's it called, your install last longer because there are no much product on the hairline. I don't know if that makes sense. So when you put too much product and the person starts sweating, it's going to just get soggy and mess the whole thing up. So try and do even if you're going to do 3 layers, try and do very thin layers. The first layer should be very thin, the second one, and then the third one if you wish to. Okay, I sweat a lot, so I struggle with frontal. Is there any help? So, I started using what's it called, a sweat block, and it's been so fantastic. It's almost 6 months now. I don't know if anybody here is from Cameroon. I was in Cameroon in December, and I swear it was hotter than Dubai. It was really hot, but the sweat block I used on my client's skin actually helped. So before, excuse me, before you do an install, You prep the skin, excuse me. So as you go on, after cleaning the face, the skin, you use your skin protectant, and then after the skin protectant, you can go ahead and use a sweat block. So the one I currently use is the Meron sweat block, and I think it's sold for 23,000 naira. It works magic, I won't lie. I've been using the sweat block now for over, I think, 6 months, and none of my clients has complained. Let me look for the picture and show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's called Meron Skin Prep. If you can find any sweat block from any brand that works really well, if you have any friends like makeup artists, you can hit them up and get their honest opinion on a particular brand. So I spoke to a friend who is a makeup artist, and she recommended this one, and that was why I got the Meron. I hope. Okay, he said, when are you starting your online classes? I want to enroll. I've learned. So I won't be doing classes, no online classes, no group classes. I just want to focus on my clients and one-on-one training. So I'm still not ready to share why I canceled my Lagos class yet. I'm trying to heal first. So when I'm ready to talk to you guys about it, I'm going to come on here and share with all of you. Sweat block. Yeah, to block something. That's correct. You spelled it right. So, it's Meron. I'm just going to leave the name on the chart. Meron Skin Prep. So it sold for 23,000 naira. So you wipe the skin, use your skin protectant, and then use the sweat block. So after applying, or rather dabbing the sweat block on the skin, you let it sit. Don't force it to dry. Just let it dry on its own, right? How long does it take you to install a frontal or ponytail? To be honest, I won't lie. If I get, okay, it goes two ways. If you are let's say you deliver your frontal 2 days before your appointment, it's going to take me an hour, 30 minutes to do the install and also style it. But if the client came with the frontal on the day of the appointment, it's going to take at least 3 hours to get everything ready. So that's how long it takes me to do a frontal, whether pre-customized 2 days before, or when I get the frontal same day. You take your time to heal. We are patient. You're so special, and oh, thank you so much. I wish I live near in the crazy USA. Oh my god. Don't worry, I'm also making plans to come to the US so I can see all my US family. I can't wait. Yeah, so you guys, I am done with all the questions from my phone. So if you have any question, do let me know, because we're going to end the live by 10:30, so I can let you guys go do some other things. Two of them, they are both good. So this person is asking, by the way, a lace tint and a lace smooth, which one is better? Both of them is better, but now the thing is, which one works for you? Do you get? I have used the lace tint, the mousse before, and I won't lie to you, I didn't really like how it came out because it was just on the skin. But whenever I use the lace tint, like directly on the lace first and then dry it, it gives me a good result. And also, I have tried using the lace tint mousse on the lace before the install. So you just apply it, or rather, pump on the thing and use a brush to just rub it on the lace and then put it under the sun. Please never try to force the thing to dry. Don't use a hand dryer because you're going to blow out the product. Always leave it under the sun or just keep it somewhere to settle in. I've never seen you blow dry your wigs. Oh my god, I do. Before I curl every hair, I blow dry it. So I take out the first strand, blow dry, and then curl it. I always do. But I promise you guys, I'm going to come with a very detailed tutorial on how to, prep the hair, curl the hair, and collapse the hair. So I've been doing this, bit by bit. It's really exhausting working alone and trying to film. I don't know if you guys understand. And sometimes, not sometimes, these models they charge for extra time. So we just try to meet up with timing and all of that. I can't afford to pay 100,000 naira to book a model. And now I'm paying extra 100,000 for extra time or 50K for extra time. So that's why sometimes we just do, install and then maybe later for that same look, we get just an install sorry, a how to curl video or maybe how to collapse. Well, I promise you guys, I'm going to personally book a model and do a how to curl and collapse like full style for all of you. So, Chidaberry Heart is asking, can one rely only on your YouTube tutorial? What is the advice for an upcoming hairstylist? So, I'm going to be very honest with you. If you are someone who can afford to pay for a class, go ahead and do that and also watch some videos on YouTube. Don't just watch my videos, you can watch videos from other creatives. I don't give like a full package. I don't do everything. You can go somewhere else to also watch these videos. But if you are not someone who can, is it grasp quickly, I would advise you close your eyes like this, save your money, and go for a one-on-one class. I tell people one-on-one classes are very, very important. They're like your key to, breaking into the industry because you're going to see this person do this thing. So you're getting like life hacks. It's not what sometimes I don't feel people can actually get a whole lot of information from just watch sorry a whole lot of information from just watching a video on YouTube. I'm not saying I don't give you guys everything, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. You just want to do a voiceover and quickly save the video and post, and you don't get to talk about some things concerning what you're doing. But for a one-on-one class, this person is there, they are seeing you, they are, connecting with the hair, they are touching it. So as you're doing it, you're also giving them room to do it. So if you have the time and the money, I would say just go for one-on-one class and then you can just brush up using videos on YouTube. So I'm going to only speak for my install and the frontals I have worked on. So this person is asking, the Nigerian hairline, does it take that much of blocking? And how long can one use the lace after? Me, I like my returning clients. I like it when my clients return back. And in order to do that, you need to do things that will make them comfortable. In the whole of Lagos, I would say I am the only one or one of the people that still does, bald cap because I want my clients to come back. I don't want you losing your hairline, right? So that's why I like to use a bald cap. whenever I do my install. And then when I'm plucking, I really don't pluck like these girls. I don't pluck really crazy. I just pluck in between. If you watch my videos, I don't just push everything backward and pluck. No, I go in between sections to pluck the hair. So that way you're seeing what you're doing, and by the time you're done with that install, the person will be able to use the frontal as many times as possible. I'm going to talk for myself. The client I did in Cameroon, she had 4 looks, and these 4 looks were done 4 different days. And you guys, I took out the hairs for every day to clean the hair because this is a new look, this is a new day. And the previous day, she sweated and she danced. So we needed to take out the frontal to clean it. It was the same frontal I used for the first day that we used for the second day, the third day, and the fourth day, and the frontal was still intact. I don't know if you get. So I'm only speaking for myself. The way I pluck, you'll be able to reuse your frontal as many times as possible. So yeah. Um is it time yet? Okay, this is 10:02. We have 28 minutes more. Your questions, please talk to me. Let me know whatever you have, wherever you're having, difficulties, so we can all tackle that together. And can you guys hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me try and look for a question so we can wrap this up. Okay. Tools Beauty Room is saying, do you sew the lace when doing front or ponytails? Yes, I do. I always sew the lace down here because I don't like it to ripple when I pack the frontal back. Then I'm also going to make a video. So I'm owing you guys 2 videos: the 5x5 frontal pony, 3 videos actually, and the curling, collapsing, and styling. So 3 videos. I'll put that in my notes now so it will keep haunting me so I don't forget. New videos. Curling, collapsing, 5x5 wig. 5x5 wig and what again? Curling, collapsing, frontal ponytail. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Um, I've never seen you. Okay, we've done that. Uh, I want to know how to lay the edges on the side with baby hairs. I don't do baby hair. I'm going to sign out on that one. I really don't do baby hair. This is 2024. It's so annoying how you see, adult hair on people's faces. It can be so dirty. I won't lie. See, we're evolving. We're doing clean looks. So I don't mind losing all my clients just because of the standard I'm setting for my brand. Because I know people are definitely going to go, and more new people will come, and the ones that decide to stay will get used to it. It's live. So I don't do it and I don't teach it. I'm sorry. So Joy is saying, I would like to ask, how can I pay using this card pin? I swear I failed. What would you like to pay for, please? Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. Prep video 2. for the hair, right? It's going to come with the curling video. So it's a full package. It's a process. You prep and also blow dry. You're welcome. You're on. Thank you so much. Jessica says, thank you for the info. You really inspire me. I'm honored. Thank you. Tus is asking, double frontal at the back. How do you make it not to lift quickly? So I was telling someone today that the same energy you put in front is the same energy you put behind when you're doing a frontal. Do you get? You don't just focus more on the front. Do you get? And also do one step at a time. Is either you do the front first or you do the back first, so you'll be able to tie them both. So don't brush them. Don't do them at the same time. Do one first, tie down so it can adhere well. So that's the only way you can also keep the back down. No, I don't do baby hair. Sorry. Can I use a 5 by 5 closure to create the Lagos hairline? So this can be tricky. Yeah, you have to bring it from here to here. I don't know if you get from this part to this part, but this is not going to show. But if it's a 7 by 7, definitely you can. But just have it in mind that you're stopping here, the tail of the brows here to here. So that's the only way you can use it to create the Lagos hairline. Then I would want to join the class. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joy. I canceled the class. We're no longer having any group class or online class till further notice. Then lay edges without baby hairs. Okay, so I have a video on how to mold the hairline. That is the video you're looking for. So after this live, just check it. It's there. It's there on the channel. How to mold the hairline. Hold on. It's a recent video, frontal meltdown. There's one there. And if you check, you see, I know I did how to mold. But for every video, I lay the hairline. I show how to lay the hairline. So why can't you find it? So back to the question tab. Start by Kelvin is asking, hi, how much should a very decent hairstylist charge for a natural hair, please? So when you say a natural hair, what do you mean? Do you mean like something I'm wearing or like cornrows or I don't know? Please try explain so we can understand what you mean. Rapey. So you won't understand. It eats me so bad. This baby head thing. I don't like it. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know whether or not you are seeing. I said no baby hair. Yeah, I just saw it, and I said, oh, I just saw a no baby hair. I'm sorry. I said so. I want to know how to lay clean edges. I do not like baby hair. I love you for that. So the look I just posted, I'm only posting that on members only because man gotta make money. So if you're not subscribed to membership yet, I have the link there. It's pinned somewhere. You can just join and then subscribe to any perks you can, or rather that suits you. So I have different perks. They are very affordable. So you can subscribe for 1 month, or I think they have up to 6 months, 2 months, 3 months. It's not really expensive. I'm just doing this to help all of you. Initially, I put one of the packs for like $100, but I was like, that would be too much money for you people. So people will not want to watch. And now it's no longer assisting, it's now extorting. Do you get? So that was one of the reasons why I actually brought down the fee or the subscription to At least I think buy me a coffee is around 750 naira. That's around how many dollars? Is it up to $5? Is it up to? Yeah, so around $5 or so. So it's really affordable. So you can subscribe to that. And by the time I won't lie to you guys, I've been so drained since last week. I've been working every day. Even earlier today, if you follow me on TikTok, you notice that I was live today and we were training. We also did that yesterday and we finished today. So I really don't have time to edit. So this video is going to take long, but it will definitely, come on this platform and it's going to be for members only. So there's one for VVI for VIPs and there's one for I think Kings and Queen also. So just subscribe. That's where I'm going to post the video. So yeah. What is the advantage and disadvantage of the Lagos hairline and what type of face should one use? To be honest with you, the Lagos excuse me, the Lagos hairline works for everybody. It's just being able to do it well and make it fit the person. You get it works for everybody. If you like, will have the small forehead, have big forehead. It works for everybody. It's just the stylist being able to, utilize the space you have. If you watch my installs very well, if you watch my videos, you notice that I always like to keep the person's forehead because there's no point doing an install for someone and by the end of the install, the person only have a coin, the size of a coin as the full forehead. It doesn't make sense. It's not real. So the aim is to, you know, finish with a more realistic and lifelike, install instead of having something that is so unreal. I don't know if I make sense. So it works for everybody. So the advantage is, what would I say is the advantage? I think the advantage is the after effects, like the after the process, the entire look. That's the after effect. Then the disadvantage is the overblocking because in order for the hairline to look real, you have to pluck. And if you're not someone who is patient or who pays attention to details, you might end up leaving bald spots, and that person might not be able to use the wig anymore. So Joyce is asking, she's saying, I have difficulties when parting from sideways. What exactly would a person consider when doing a side part? Okay, so there's something I always do when I want to part the hair. I okay, okay, I'll use this mirror so you guys can see me. So I look at the arc of the brows. Do you get this is the arc of the brows. So first of all, you try and do a C like this and then open it. So when you open it, just try and bring the hair further like this. So you look at the mirror. If it fits the person's face, that's so I don't know if you guys noticed this made my face kind of slimmer and longer because of the way I parted it. So you need to part first, look at the face. If it's not giving, you then adjust it. I think that was how I, found myself doing parts perfectly because you don't just do the same parts you did for this person for this other person. You have to do something that fits their face. So whenever you part, try and look at the mirror or look at your phone camera to see if it suits the person. So and another thing to consider is the forehead. Do you get? So let's say the forehead is wide. If you're going to part, you have to come further into the like the is it the temple of the face? I don't know if you get because if you take it down, the person's face is going to look bolder. So for a wide face, bring it up to this point. Then for a very small face, because we need to see the face, so you need to calm down a bit. That's how I do my patterns. Then how many layers do you normally do? For my clients, I do 2 layers, sometimes 3 layers. But for shoots, everything shoots, I do just 1 layer. My trainings, I do 1 layer. And the smaller the product, the more realistic your results. Take it from me. I'm going to become a. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is it the money signed by the text box to subscriber? No, that one is super thanks. Let me see if I can. Let me use. Let me see if I can post it on the chat box here. Give me a second. Let me post it on the chat box so we can all have the link to. So we already have 4 members, and these members are going to enjoy exclusive contents. Subscribe now so you can get access to it. So it's I can't text it, but I'm going to post it on the community page. You know how we post comments and pictures on that slide? You can find the link to the what's it called? The membership. I just posted it there. So you're welcome. So Kelvin is asking, I mean, how much can a person charge for a Lagos hairline install? Well, I don't categorize installs like that. I just charge for frontal installation. So the thing is, there's something I do, yeah. You're going to calculate, let me just put it in a layman English because I don't really want to go into accounting terms. By the way, I studied accounting, so I have a degree in accounting. So what I usually do is I bookkeep whatever I do. When I buy this product for, let's say, 1,000 naira, and a client is booking me to use this product on her. You're a business person. This product, before it finishes, it should be able to give you at least 200,000 naira. So how do you do that? You're gonna write down the product you use, and you're going to also. So before you do this, yeah, I want you to study the product. Like, how long can I use a bottle of spray? I don't know if you understand. So if you're going to use a bottle of spray that is sold for 1,000 naira for, let's say, 10 people before the spray finishes, so you're supposed to earn at least 50K from the spray you bought 1,000 naira. How can you do that? For this client, you're going to minus, or rather remit money for your rent. You remit money for electricity. So if water was used in the process of that install, definitely you use water to, wash the bleach away from the frontal. You're going to also minus the money. Then now you're going to pay yourself for doing the job for your company. And then you're going to pay the company a percentage. Do you get? So now you're remitting money 3 times, one for products and all this small, small miscellaneous you have around you. And then the second one is paying yourself, who is doing it for the company. And then the third one is putting that money back into the company's account. So you've paid yourself, paid money for products, and paid the company. So I would like you to do the math. You know how much you bought this product, and you know how much you want to pay yourself. You know how much you're worth. I really don't like to help people put a price tag on their service because me, I have bigger you. So I might end up giving you the kind of price because I like to think big in my head. If I give you a price now, what if you give that same price to your clients and they end up not booking you? So it doesn't make sense. Just try and do the math. You know your worth, you know how much you pay for your rent, your lights, how much you buy your product. So just try to, divide the money into three. So let's assume, okay, I my shop rent is around, let's just say 1 million naira, and then um if I want to charge for an install after, let's do it this way. I would like, it's really confusing. I can't really say for you, but it's easier when I am doing it for myself. I don't know if you understand. Like I said, I like to place myself up. And going back to what I said, if you try to charge like me, people might not end up booking you. So just sit down, talk to yourself, look at your products, do the math, and then remember to remit money 3 times for three different purposes. Yourself, you're working for the brand, you're removing the money for product, and then you're paying the brand. So that's how I like to put a price on my, product. So yeah, you're welcome. So she's asking, do you always bleach your knots? Yes, I do, but I also have different timing for different skin tones. I say this a lot. I say this in all my videos. Like any video I do bleaching, I talk about it. For someone who is as dark as me, if you are bleaching the hair, please do for at least 10 minutes because I'm not a light skinned person. I'm dark. So 10 minutes is perfect. Then for that model I just posted on my short page, you can check it. I did hers for, initially you're supposed to do hers for at least 20 to 25 minutes. And also, because hairs come in different quality, you don't just bleach and say, okay, Lee said let's leave it for 20 minutes, so we're going to leave it for 20 minutes. No. I still want you to go back and check if you're satisfied with what you're seeing before it's 20 minutes. I don't know if you understand. Because sometimes these hairs they can be so tricky. A hair that you feel might not take the bleach is what will take the bleach and even over bleach and spoil the hair. So we don't want you paying for hair because you left it to over process. What you do is time for different skin tone, right? For someone who is darker than me, you can do maybe 5 minutes. Me, you can do for 10 minutes. Someone who is caramel, who is slightly lighter than me, you can do for 15 minutes. Someone who is slightly lighter than the caramel, you do for 20 minutes. Then if she's as light as the model I just posted, you can do for at least 20 to 25 minutes with um, examining. So you're going to keep checking till you get to where you want. So 5 minutes before we call it a shot. And Kelvin, I hope I was able to throw in a little light because this can be confusing. But if you're still not clear, I think you should hit me up privately. You can just send me a DM or send me an email so we can, talk about it. Because I wouldn't want us to start talking pricing in the public because we don't want public eye to see what we are charging, right? So Christina is asking, can I use like normal lace or transparent lace for a flawless install? Yes, please. You can use any lace. So I tell people, please think of it as a frontal. Don't tag it because by the time you start tagging it, oh, it's not HD, it's jean lace, it's the you end up losing confidence even before you start. But I like to just tell people, tell yourself, I am doing a frontal. I am not doing a Swiss lace or a transparent lace. And trust me, by the end of every install, if you follow the same technique you were taught, you'll be able to deliver. Like the one we did today, sorry, yesterday, not today. It's not HD. And my client came in today. One of my clients came in today to install. It wasn't HD, but it really slaps. It ate. Let me show you guys. This is it. So she came in today, and this is not even HD, and it looked this good. So tell yourself, I'm working with a frontal, not a HD or a transparent lace or a jean lace. By the time you start doing all of these things, you go lose guard. Oh. You go lose guard. So I don't want you guys to lose guard, and I want you guys to see frontal like the way you see the back of your arm, like you see it all the time. Hmm? Don't, before you go for a job you're already having panic attack. The reason is because we think too much. Do you get? We overwork our mind. Go to bed, just chill. I'm not saying you shouldn't prepare before you go, but you can prepare and just sleep and forget about the job. There in the morning you go there, do your job, and leave. But by the time you start doing, oh, it's not HD, it's HD, it's going to affect your work. Do you get? So stop putting such thoughts in your head. Oh, all inside you're such a breath of fresh air. How are you communicating with your viewers? How are you? You are such a breath of fresh air. How are you communicating with your viewers? This is what I'm doing. Oh, so I just wanted to, come on here because a lot of people have not really seen me talk live. It's just pre-recorded, and a lot of you have different assumptions of me. But I think we're going to be coming live so that you guys can, get used to me, and I want you guys to see me finish. I don't know if you understand that word. I want us to get really close. I want us to be able to like talk to ourselves. If we have a problem, we can just treat it as a family. So this has gone beyond making some dollars. I'm trying to build a community, and I think with you guys, I would say I have really done well. So there's no point just leaving you guys hanging after drawing all of you close. So the aim is to still keep you guys and continue doing the good work. So someone's asking, when installing wigs, do you sew them between the lines for extra security? Excuse me. So yes, I do sometimes, but um I think I only do this for two reasons. The first one is, let's say the client wants it, I'm definitely going to do it. Or if the wig is smaller or bigger than the person's head, I go ahead and stitch, because me, I don't like wahala. I don't want to do a job and you're calling me 1 hour later to tell me, oh, the install has popped or something. So you stitch. And there's something I also do. I like to work with my instincts. When I'm doing someone's hair and something just rings in my head, sew it. I swear I will sew it. I won't just go like that. I won't just ignore it. So if you feel the need to sew, please sew. That's your God telling you to do it that way. And please do not neglect that voice you hear in your ear whenever you're working. It's very important. It has helped me so many times. What am I saying? It has helped me so many times. Yeah, so what's the best way to store your wig for months after you wash them? Should I put product and style and then put them away in a satin bag? Okay, so yeah, that too can work. And if you know you're not going to use the wig in a long time, I just feel you should mat the wig, like just do braids, and then when you're ready to use them, you can loosen them out and then blow dry, straighten, or do whatever you want to do. But before you put them in the silk bag, please try to dry it very well so that it won't have mucus on it. Because when the hair is not dried, you put it in a bag, it's going to have all this mucus around, like congealed mucus, and it's so disgusting. So let it air dry or sun dry very well. You can mat them, you can roll them with your flex rods. Then when you're ready to install, you bring them out and use it. So yeah, that's you can do it that way. It's also nice. So we have to call this a shot. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I hope it was really insightful. And me, I'm going to talk for myself. I really had fun, coming on here, communicating, and having a one-on-one with everyone. Thank you so much for your time. And I want to say this is just the beginning. We just took a leap, and we're all going to be successful on this channel. So that's my promise to everyone. And when I started my channel, I promised myself that I'm going to be as transparent as possible. And how is that coming? It's really amazing. I'm so proud of myself for not being able to hold back. That's the thing now. Every hairstylist, every big name in the beauty industry is trying to hold back because they just want to remain the best. So I don't just want to be the best. I want to, you know, leave my footprint because I know I'm not going to be here forever. So I just want people to, appreciate themselves and also appreciate me for the good work I have done. So what's the best way to share or rather, yeah, share my talent if not doing this here with all of you? So please, can you do a video on how you package a layered wig? Okay, so I'll work on that. Let me just put it in my notes so I don't forget how to package a layered wig. I also promised I'm going to also include how to layer a wig. Yeah, so I'm going to do it on one of my old wigs and then share for everyone. So you guys should not be hard on me. We might not be getting any video till like maybe mid first week of March. Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I had fun. Kisses from here. So I need to go now. Do take good care of yourselves and don't be too hard on yourselves. It's better to take baby steps. When you feel you're exhausted, take some time off, go somewhere, rest, turn off your phone, you know, because if you're not healed or you're not okay, you can't do anything. So take some time off and have some fun. Please, may you help us with the good products used while installing. So currently, I use Love Beauty and Eben. That's the products I use, and I'm not saying other products are bad. So the thing is, these people paid me to do promotion for them, so that's why I am using their product. So their products are really nice. I'm not going to lie. Hair by Any is really nice too. Hair Viva is nice. The Smith, I use them. They are nice too. Then Bold Grip is good. I'm not going to lie. I don't lie about something because what am I saying? What am I saying? I don't like to lie about the product I use because I'm going to shoot myself in the leg when I have a trainee. I've also used Sweet Fix. At the time I used them, they were really good. I'm not going to lie. So I've used Sweet Fix, Love Beauty,